at Posti Lake Road this week, a joint training mission with the Central Okanagan Search and Rescue and the Royal Canadian Air Force took place.
Search and Rescue Group is training with the 426 Search and Rescue Squadron from Trenton, Ontario. They will be dropping 2 parachutists in, and then from there they will be going over to, we have some faked injured, and assessing the scene.
Tretchnit says situations like these are invaluable for his team to learn and work with others in the search and rescue field.
Yeah, because we'll never know if we need to work with these people in the field. So once we know how they deal with things, then we can adjust our training to assist.
The Hercules aircraft comes over the horizon from Calgary. Their mission is to drop 2 SAR techs out of the aircraft and for them to assist their simulated crash victims on the ground. The plane makes several laps before the SAR techs jump. Once on the ground, they go straight to work.
I'm here to help. Just stay right where you are, okay? Don't move. We'll be in there to check you in a second.
Training Sergeant Aaron Bygrove says today went perfectly.
To have this simulated plane crash and have us just come in here and do what we do in a plane crash site.
Yeah.
We're ambulance. We're trained to be paramedics. We're trained through an ambulance service. What we do out here is taking that and just moving it to this outdoor setting and out here in the woods, sort of. So it's perfect.
It's just to get better. We call it continuation of proficiency training. So we're going to come out here. The point is to marry up with other assets like ground search and rescue, and make sure our comms are in line, and make sure we're talking the same language when we get to the ground.
To your eyes, it might have seemed like a rough landing.
That's right. You're driving forward, but at the same time, you have to be able to know where you are in space. That's how fast we're going through the air, but of course that's not how fast we're going over the ground. If we've got a 3 knots behind us, when we hit the ground, we're doing 23 knots, right? Mm-hmm. So what we couldn't see was that we did have a little bit of descending air coming this way, and so we were coming on final, we were coming pretty fast through the area. So Ollie did the right thing, and before we briefed, I said, if you're gonna miss the area, there's plenty of road, and I don't see any power lines going up and down that road. It's a perfect place to land. So he recognized that he wasn't gonna make the area. Instead of making any rash movements with his parachute, putting himself in jeopardy, he carved it around and headed down the road to burn out that energy and burn out that speed so he could land.
Training SAR Tech Ollie Willich was happy with today's exercise.
Oh, it was great, yeah. I love it when you land and then there's actually patients on the ground and they had sim makeup on and they were playing the game. That's awesome. That's what we love. There's nothing worse than someone not playing the game.
And yes, both men love jumping out of planes.
I love it. It's part of my job that I love. Yeah, for sure.
Jumping out of a plane into the snow, our local search and rescue will give them a warm ride to the airport.
We'll scoop up all their gear and we'll give them a ride back down to the airport. And away they go. Hopefully we get a tour of the plane too, but we'll see what happens.
I'm Carmen Weld on Posti Lake Road for Castanet News.